Hi everyone, Peter here from Flow High Performance, and in this video we'll be covering the issues associated with the classic block periodization model of strength and conditioning training and how vertical integration can be used to overcome these issues. First, we need to understand what exactly block periodization means. Block periodization may refer to many different programming strategies, although this video will refer to block periodization as sequencing different training qualities to potentiate subsequent qualities with the ultimate goal of peaking the athlete for competition. For example, a general block periodization model may look something like this. The athlete may start with a 4 to 6 week block of muscular endurance training, followed by another block of hypertrophy training, followed by a strength block, followed by a power block, and lastly a speed training block when the athlete needs to be in peak condition for their speed-related sport. Before we explore the potential issues that block periodization may have as a strength and conditioning training model, let's first establish what potential benefits it may have. The primary benefit that block periodization incorporates as a periodization model is that it provides a gradient of training starting from general qualities to specific qualities. This is timed throughout the year to reach peak performance when the athlete has their primary competition or when they need to perform at their best. This as a general principle is a very good strategy, although the implementation of this principle may not be ideal. Let's now explore the potential issues that athletes may have using a block periodization approach and why it may not be the best strength and conditioning strategy. The first reason is due to the time it takes to maximally adapt to a stimulus. It can take decades for athletes to reach their full potential of a particular training quality. The issue with block periodization is that it only trains each quality for one block at a time. This is certainly not enough time for an athlete to adapt and actually become good at the particular quality they are training. The next reason that block periodization may not be ideal is due to a loss of fitness. Even if the athlete does see significant adaptations from a particular training block, the gains made will decay after a short time, making it essentially useless to the athlete. For example, if an athlete performs a hypertrophy block and sees some muscle growth, after the next 1 to 2 blocks of training different qualities, the muscle growth that was established has probably atrophied back to baseline levels. Another reason that block periodization may not be preferred for most athletes is due to the frequency of competition. Most athletes, whether they are team sport athletes or individual sport athletes, need to compete frequently throughout the year. This may be a weekly competitive fixture for a team sport athlete, or individual sport athletes usually need to compete in multiple qualifying events before they can compete in the more important competitions. Therefore, most athletes need to be in a somewhat reasonable condition for the majority of the year, even though they only need to peak once or twice per year. For example, a sprinter may need to race in a qualifying meet midway through their preparation cycle before an important competition that they were peaking for. If they haven't performed any speed training in the last 3 blocks, for example, they will be in very poor shape and may not even be able to qualify. And the last issue with block periodization is that it may elevate injury risk. Since only one quality is trained per block, every block introduces a significant change in stimulus. Since the athlete hasn't gradually been exposed to the new training intervention, the sudden change in training will increase injury potential. So how can strength and conditioning training be programmed more effectively for athletes? The vertical integration model resolves many of these issues that block periodization faces while also maintaining the good qualities that it possesses. Vertical integration is when relevant qualities are trained simultaneously while the emphasis of each quality gradually changes over time. For example, we may train speed, plyometrics, power, and strength all simultaneously at all times. These qualities can then slightly shift their emphasis over time to have the athlete in peak condition for a particular time of the year while never being too out of shape at any point. So let's have a look at this general example. As we can see here, speed training shifts from shorter distance sprints to longer distance sprints. Plyometrics shift from longer contact times to shorter contact times, power training shifts from heavy loads to lighter loads, and strength training shifts from higher rep ranges to lower rep ranges. This method will have the athlete in the best physical condition at the time they need to peak, while never being too out of shape at any point in the preparation cycle, so they can still perform at a reasonable level at any time of the year. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you got something out of this video. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already.